guys, welcome back to Feast or Famine with the Youngs. Alex is doing a peace sign.
We're the Youngs.
I'm like, you have to talk.
Forgot this is an audio-only version
You know
of this.
what I haven't said in a long time?
What?
This is the I Don't Know What I'm Doing podcast.
Because you feel like you actually know what you're doing, kind of, a little bit, sometimes?
You know what? I am starting to feel that way. I'm not even going to lie.
Confidence boost.
I don't know about that.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
But I just kind of just...
I mean, most days, which is kind of what we're talking about
I don't even
today.
know how I woke up today. Actually, I do. Ari woke me up today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, Ari will be 10 years old in October.
Oh, she's our girl.
We got her literally months after we got married.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, for the longest time, when she was probably first 5 years of her life,
Yeah.
she would wake me up because, dad has to feed me. But she would do it in this cute and then a pain in the ass way. She would lick my nose to wake me up if I'm not already awake.
This is like the cutest thing in the world.
And then she would like stand over me and kind of do this like growl, but it wasn't really a mean growl.
No, it's just like a, hey, wake up.
And then she'd start licking my ears.
Okay.
And then the last straw, if I didn't get up yet, was to literally rip the sheets and the blankets off of me to make me get up. I've gotten many a scratches from my dog for doing this.
It's like she's digging, like trying to dig.
Like dig me out of bed.
Yeah. She like literally stands on top of you and takes her front paws and pulls the blankets back with her paws.
Yep. So she did that for a long time.
She's too smart for her own good.
And the last couple years, she hasn't done that really. I'll like start moving and then I'll lay.
And then she just barks.
And then she lays
with old
against my
age,
back.
she just gets ornery and she's like yelling at you to get out of bed.
Well, right. So I'll like roll over and then she will lay against my back just so she, I guess, up against me, like pushed up against me because she has to know when I move, in case I'm getting up to feed her.
In case, yeah.
And as soon as I start moving, she'll either like attack my face and then jump down and bark at me until I get up.
She
like straight up
barks.
bark at me.
I don't know what has gotten into her in like the last 6 months, but she yells to get you up. It's kind of annoying and rude.
Well, today I actually slept well and I woke up to my alarm, not before.
Yeah.
And so I was still kind of trying to wake up and she did the same thing she used to always do.
She didn't bark this morning though.
No, she I could feel her walking around me and then she licked my nose.
Yeah.
And I woke up and my eyes are kind of, and she immediately just started yanking the sheets off me.
It's so funny. For anyone saying that dogs are not children, you need to come meet our dogs.
You got the wrong dogs.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, this podcast, I almost said this episode, which is not wrong.
We're already off the rails, but this is an off the rails podcast.
Yeah. So off the rails, that's what we can call it. I don't know. So we always get like questions that are like, what do you guys do like when you're not working? Which is slim to none. But
listen to the last podcast.
like what does like life look like for you guys day to day? Like, because we're like super busy all the time. I'm not trying to like say that for like clout. I'm just saying because it's true.
If you own a business, you understand.
Yeah, our schedule is nuts. So like I just thought that it would be interesting just to talk about like our day to day, what we do when we're not doing this, and just like what life looks like for us. So if you think that's boring, I totally understand. We just kind of wanted to do a podcast that was a bit laid back. As I mentioned before in this earlier season of when we started, our podcast is kind of pivoting. Obviously we want to talk about business and mindset stuff and like wedding stuff and things like that, but we also want to keep it personal. So,
just any little topic that
like
comes
we
to
just
mind
want to
will
hang
definitely
out.
be like mixed in.
Yeah. We just want to hang out. So I thought that this would be like kind of a cool thing to talk about. So
very cool.
So very cool. Alex is being sarcastic. Cause I brought this idea to him and he was like, that's not interesting. And I'm like, people ask us these questions. Like
I wake up, I have coffee, I work.
It's much more than that though. So like
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Wash, rinse, repeat. I thought it would be interesting just to talk about that. So
okay, go. Go. What do you do?
Well, you already told us how you wake up in the morning with Ari.
Yeah.
So almost always.
So guess who mostly feeds them?
So I guess
in the morning?
let's start with this. Do we set an alarm? It depends.
I'm convicted with that one.
See, this is really interesting because everything that we're going to say just depends. I would say our day-to-day lives are different every day for the most part.
They shouldn't be, because we should be, and we've fallen away from this. Waking up to an alarm.
Well,
going to the gym.
Okay, hold
coming
on.
home. Then starting the day.
Don't go too far into it. But I think because we are business owners, we are entrepreneurs, we work for ourselves, it can be different every day. We can decide to take the day, quote unquote, off if we wanted to. And we have done that before.
I want to do
randomly.
That a lot.
So it's different almost every day. But it depends. And it also depends on what season we're in. So like typically we are avid gym goers. In the past, both of us for years have always been going to the gym. More recently, other things have taken more precedence. So that has been put on the back burner. But it won't be for long. We will be getting our muscles back in shape here soon.
Prioritizing.
I'm going to sneeze.
I can't work. Bless you. Don't sneeze on the mic.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's going to go away. Okay. Anyway, so typically, sometimes if we have like an early morning meeting or something like that, we will set an alarm.
We've had those a lot recently.
Yeah, but if we don't set an alarm, most of the time we're up by 8 o'clock, 8:30.
I think it's just our clock.
Yeah.
I mean, I wake up now because the sun comes up earlier. That
I will say sometimes if we like worked really late the night before, we will get up around 10, which I hate when we do that.
We don't do that very often.
No, I hate it though. I feel like my whole day is wasted.
And see, that's weird because sometimes you could think of it as I worked so much yesterday.
I want to rest.
That it makes sense for me to start my day later today.
Yeah.
But I don't see it that way. It's a different day. It's a new day.
I agree.
Which means I'm wasting the first part of my day if I don't get up early.
Yeah. And I am the most productive, like early morning, early afternoon. You're the most productive, like mid to late afternoon.
Like after lunch. But that's because I've spent so long waking up, going to the gym, getting like...
You're very much of like a habitual person.
Administrative work finished in the morning.
Yeah.
And then like I get down to the nitty gritty after lunch.
Yeah.
That's my flow state is
I
after
would
lunch.
say, yeah, I would say like that is like really different for both of us. You are like very much a habitual person. I don't like that.
You don't, it's not that you don't like it.
I need a little.
Don't do it on purpose.
I need a little bit of something different every day. That's why I quit my job at Boeing to begin with. Like I need to do, so it's like, if there's like a week where I'm like, I have to edit my ass off this week. So that means I get up, I go to the gym, I eat the same thing every day. I'm in my desk by 9 a.m. to edit. And I'm doing that Monday through Friday. I have to break something in that to like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, not because we need groceries, but because I can't sit here and do this monotonous thing over and over.
Do you think doing the podcast and the YouTube stuff, like every other week or so, just like, hey, we're going to the studio and record as much as we can and then we're done? Or...
Yes, but now I need to work on my time management.
Because now that we have these things added, you have to make sure you're not putting on, like you're active.
Yeah.
You're actually like prioritizing those things.
Yeah.
This is becoming an educational podcast.
Oh gosh,
episode.
Is it? Okay. You would figure out how to make it that way, some way, shape, or form.
I used to teach.
But yeah, so we get up, we feed the dogs. Typically Alex feeds the dogs in the morning.
Begrudgingly.
What was that word?
Begrudgingly? Is that a word?
No.
I think it is.
Are you like trying to like...
In theory, is begrudgingly a word?
That is not a word.
Yes,
reluctantly?
Begrudgingly.
Reluctantly is like the word that you're looking for.
Begrudgingly.
What's the definition?
With or despite feelings of resentment or envy.
That doesn't fit like that. You're feeding your dogs out of spite?
Yes, because of how she wakes me up.
Oh my God.
So yes, that is
That's
that
terrible.
That word works.
Begrudgingly.
How many times do I get up like, you keep that up, I'm not going to feed you.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're going to feed them.
And I know I'm going to feed them.
Yeah.
Because I'll never hear the end of it from them.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So then after that, I immediately immediately. I'm talking roll out of bed, walk my ass right to that coffee pot.
It's an espresso machine.
Espresso machine. I make coffee immediately. I would say that is the one thing that I am habitual with, is especially since owning Till Death now. It's the first
She'll
thing.
die if she doesn't have it.
I literally will pass away.
So now the question is, when we get back to the gym, are you going to squeeze it in before the gym or after the gym?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Or should we just go at like 4 a.m.? So
Oh
by
my
the time we
God,
get
what
back,
are you doing to me? No.
hey, 4 a.m.'s like the it thing now.
Who's doing that?
All the people.
Okay.
Lots of people talk about getting up at 4 a.m.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you're my trainer. I don't know. Can I have coffee? And then I probably wouldn't, because I probably need a pre-workout.
Well, a lot of people start and use coffee as a pre-workout or an energy drink as a pre-workout.
See, I feel like
You could get a non-stimulant pre-workout and have coffee before, but you could, if you have a pre-workout and then go to the gym and then have coffee, that's just more stimulants you're dumping in your body.
Yeah, I don't know. I might save my coffee for after the gym, because I don't want PCP. So
PCP.
Yeah. Post coffee poops.
Oh.
At the gym.
That's
so
true.
I might save it for after.
Well, then you could do like a non-stimulant pre-workout.
Yeah. And that's going to be a hard thing for me to like mentally, but that's okay. What I enjoy is like having my coffee at my desk and then like getting into my flow.
Yeah.
Like that gets me there. So what do you do? Cause you don't make your coffee right away. You do it after I do it, but
Yeah.
like you're doing other stuff. What are you doing?
I would do my coffee after the gym.
I know, but like, what do you do? Like while I'm making coffee, what are you doing?
Just honestly, I usually sit on the couch.
Check your socials.
Check the socials.
Respond to
Play
emails.
with the dogs.
Yeah, we also like sometimes take the dogs for a walk in the morning. We'll do
And when we
that.
go to the gym, we'll probably still do that, but we'll
Yeah.
maybe like start with that or end with that. I mean, if we start with that, then it will essentially eliminate the need to do a warm up on the treadmill.
Yeah.
So then we're there less time.
And then we typically have like a short morning combo about what we're doing that day. What we got on the calendar. And then we go to our offices and we work.
Almost everything that I have to do during the week, for the most part, is usually computer editing.
Yeah.
Editing this, editing YouTube stuff, editing films, creating social content, whatever.
Yeah.
And I do that.
But when we're not working, I mean, I personally, unless I have already previously planned, and I have to do this like for my own mental state, I have to know, okay, this day I'm working late. And by late, that probably means like 7 or 8 o'clock.
I just want to say, these clouds are a pain today.
I know, it's fine.
It's literally, just in the last 30 seconds, we've had
It's okay.
the brightest bright and the
I know.
and a dark, yeah.
Anyway.
Stupid.
I am done. I have a pretty hard stop at 5. And that is because I love to cook dinner. I love cooking dinner at home. I also love eating out, but like I love playing chef.
And that's when, like, if we're working too much that day, you're pushing the table.
Sorry.
If we're working too much that day, like, then we'll go out to dinner because, hey, we
Yeah.
didn't prep anything, or I don't feel like cooking anything.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like having a glass of wine and like just making a delicious meal. And typically you're working until I'm like, Alex, dinner's done.
Unless you need me to help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm like, I could work more.
I know.
Work.
I try to like really get you like to be done by the time we're done with dinner. I'm like, do you have to go back downstairs? And typically it's yes.
Yeah, but it's usually because I literally work until it's time for dinner, and then
Yeah.
I like pause everything. I don't even shut anything down. I just come upstairs.
Yeah.
So then I had to at least go downstairs and turn stuff off.
You shut your computer and stuff down like all the way every time.
I don't turn it off all the time. I just put it to sleep every night. But I will turn it off at least once a week.
Yeah.
And just have it it's not on.
Yeah, I'm really bad about that. I leave mine on all the time.
Not only on, but you have like more apps and screens on your computer
I know.
than your phone.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I watch shows while I edit. That's why.
But you'll have Netflix, Paramount, and HBO open
That's
on your
because
one.
some days I want to watch true crime.
No,
Some days I want to watch Grey's Anatomy.
I'm talking it's all always open.
Oh, yeah, I know. And
But that's
I
not
switch.
good for your RAM.
Okay.
It's
well,
like literally sucking down the RAM, and you complain your computer's
the
slow.
comment
That's
section is
why
going to come for me. We don't need to talk about it.
your computer's going to take flight.
You know what? You've been saying I need a new one anyway.
It's not. So you're trying to sabotage it?
No, I'm not.
You don't need a new one. You just need to take care of the one you got.
I do take care of it. This is not.
You do need a new one.
Don't
but,
lecture me.
You do need a new one, but still.
But yeah, typically that's what our day looks like. Sometimes we get a one-off and we're like, let's randomly drive to Herman
We
today.
don't do that much anymore. What do we do
We
now?
used to do that. I mean,
We'll go to a coffee shop in the morning
yeah.
and just sit there for a little while.
Yeah, and sit and kind of chat.
We did
through
that,
things.
what, a week ago?
Yeah, and it was really productive for me. We probably should do it more often.
Probably should.
Yeah, it like gets me out of my element, you know?
Well, we had very specific things we needed to take care of with the coffee company.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's just go out of the house and make sure we get it done.
Yeah.
Because if you're gone, you're more inclined to, if you're out of your comfort zone, you're going to be more inclined to like get something done.
Yeah. And then we like do like a lot of stuff around the house, like projects and yard work and
Car stuff.
yeah, like we love working on our house. Whatever like we can do to make our house look
We need to
nice.
finish. There's so many things.
I know. We want to redo our laundry room.
We need to finish the bar area that's
Oh yeah.
still happening.
Yeah.
When do we start that?
Oh my God. Well, the bar itself is built.
Well, the bar material was bought in
See, this is also
December.
what the day to day like is like. What if we just did this, and then like all
It
of a sudden,
starts and it never gets
we're
finished.
at Home Depot buying lumber in the middle of the day.
So
Like,
Sean and I went and bought all the lumber for the bar so you could have your bar. In December.
Don't
hold
say
on.
it like that.
So we could have our bar.
Thank you.
In December of 21.
21.
December of 21.
Yikes.
And it sat at the church, actually. We stored it there because we were intending on
Well,
building
this thing
it.
is massive.
And we just never had time to build
Yeah.
it. So sometime in 22, early 22, we went and built it. The first phase of the build.
And then it was like, how are we going to get this
And
to a
then
house? It
we
was
made some
huge.
mistakes with the top, and we had to redo the top. Then we had to move this gigantic, heavy-ass thing to our house.
in our
and
basement.
We did.
Yeah.
Once it was in the house,
It was great.
pretty quick. I mean,
Yeah, we painted it.
you painted it. We filled and put the edging on the top. We sanded and like filled all the cracks, and then you stained it. And I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, but now we need to get like the back wall.
Like you need to we're putting a built-in back there.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna be
we
a
need
whole
the shelf
project.
section for the behind the prep area behind the bar.
Yeah, that's a whole project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll take a week.
But now with like our schedule, like we have to schedule things out. We used to be really spontaneous. We're not as spontaneous as anymore.
We have to schedule everything out anymore.
I know. I like a little spontaneity though.
We did that when we did that recently.
Are you talking about Saturday?
Was it
That
Saturday?
wasn't really spontaneous though. I had already been planning that.
No, not
Friday.
that. We did something recently, and I made a comment about. See, we can be spontaneous.
Oh, trivia.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, we
That's
do
what it was.
trivia on Mondays now. Well, when we can.
We do it
Wait,
tonight? We can do it
We
tonight.
can do it tonight. We're gonna have an engagement session. Oh my God!
But
I
it's
just got
stupid
so
windy,
happy.
so now we're gonna do
Yeah.
trivia.
Oh, I'm
So
literally so excited, guys.
2 weeks ago, there's a little called Sports Cafe. It's a little sports bar.
Yeah.
Really good wings, really good pizza. Mm-hmm. We just had a late dinner. We just didn't want to cook, so we wanted something cheap and easy. So we went there. Got there about 10 to 7.
Yeah.
And they said, "Are you here for trivia?" I said, "You do trivia?" And we're like, "No, we're not here for trivia."
Guys,
So
we're
we-
like 80 years old.
We sat down and we're ordering, and then the guy that does the trivia walked over and goes, "You sure you don't want to?" And we asked somebody, he goes, "You don't even have to finish. If you leave before it's over,
I was
that's
like,
fine."
well, that's fine. Like,
so we
and
started.
We're like, we're not gonna finish playing. Like,
We started, and it was fun, so we finished it.
Yeah.
So we ended up staying. We got last place.
yeah,
the first
we
week.
lost miserably.
But it was literally just the two of us. All these other people had like
teams of like 10.
people.
Yeah.
So I think we did fairly well for
Yeah.
the two of us.
Yeah.
And then so we're immediately got home. I put it in the calendar to do it last week. So then we did it last week.
Yeah.
We did better. And then now we can go tonight.
Yeah, we had a session scheduled, but it got like
it got winded out.
It got winded out.
It got blown away off the calendar.
Yeah, it's really windy outside.
It got blown off the calendar.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. So funny. So now we can go to trivia. So that's kind of like what this is probably really boring. You're probably like, you're actually kidding me that you did a podcast like this, but I don't know. We get questions like that. Like I like to cook food when I'm not working. We like to eat food when we're not working.
Look, this podcast isn't just about business advice and wedding advice. This is us.
Alex hates that I like spending money on the house, but I love that. I like decorating our house.
Veronica hates that I like spending money on the cars, but I like that.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
This next round you're gonna love.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of the car.
Yeah, it's getting repainted. I am so excited to see it. That's for sure.
Same color, just all the rock chips are gonna be kaput.
We also like hang out with Alex's parents, and
when they don't leave us for the lake, they can't go with us tonight.
Dang it!
Because they decided to go back to the lake again.
Yeah, they're retired, so they can do whatever they want.
The last time we went to the lake, they added 3 more days spontaneously to the trip, and then I found out 2 days ago that he's going back to the lake.
I want that. Can we retire?
Help us retire.
Help us retire,
please,
guys. Come on.
And on that note,
I'm just kidding. And we're done. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. What else do we? I feel like I feel like we're interesting people, but then like when it comes to like what we do for fun, it's like not super interesting.
We like going to car events. The problem is a lot of them are on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So with weddings, we don't get to go very often, and the ones that were during the week get ruined by idiots because they don't know how to follow rules.
And we like to go off-roading with our 4Runner too, but we kind of like lost our buddies.
Our friend groups that used to go with us.
Yeah. I mean, we have your brother, but his Jeep's out of commission.
We're going to Gatlinburg.
Yeah, we are going to go to Gatlinburg.
And they're going with us. So
yeah, so that'll be fun.
Probably go up to the mountains.
Yeah.
We have a winch so we can pull ourselves out of stuff.
Yeah.
And Julian's got a truck. We just got to convince him to go with us.
Yeah, right. He'll never. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that it would be nice to talk about like what our day-to-day looks like.
This isn't really our day-to-day.
It's just like what we enjoy.
This is us. Yeah.
If I want like a big wraparound porch so I can have coffee outside and like.
There was a house we saw once that we really wanted to buy, but it wasn't in the cards at the time. It was like 5 acres. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember this one? It had a huge detached garage.
Yep.
That we were going to turn into like a mother-in-law suite / huge garage shop. And then it had a wraparound porch. And on the porch, there was one like attached gazebo in the front and a big one in the back.
Yeah.
And then a little pond in the backyard.
Yeah, I think like my dream routine, like morning routine, let me say that again.
Room tea?
I don't know what the hell I'm saying. My dream morning routine would be like to make coffee at my really aesthetically pleasing coffee bar in my kitchen. And then go out to the deck, let the dogs outside, and we have like all this acreage, and I can just sit there and sip my coffee and watch the dogs run and like live their best life.
Or be on a bluff over the river or lake or something.
No, because they'll jump off the bluff. That would be terrible.
Fences.
Fencing, yeah. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust the electric fencing.
Not electric, real. We'd put a real fence up.
Oh, real fence. Yeah. That'd be fine.
Put a real fence up as long as it doesn't block the view.
Do you see where my anxiety goes? I'm like, Ari would jump off. That'd be terrible.
And you're laughing about it.
Oh my gosh. No, that would not be funny. But I was laughing at myself.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that would be like so perfect. Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
What would be your dream morning routine?
Similar to yours.
Yeah.
But I would start it by going down to my own gym in my own house.
Yeah, I could get on board with that.
Finishing my workout in my own sauna that is in my gym in my own house. And then going upstairs and making coffee and sitting on my patio or my deck that looks out over my property.
Yeah, I could get on board with that.
To my office space that has windows.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I don't have those.
Yeah, poor Alex.
And working.
Hey, we talked about putting a window in.
We can't put a window in there. Why? Because it's under the deck.
We could. You'd get maybe a little bit of light.
The land is like halfway up the wall. That part of the house is like almost completely.
We could cut into the foundation if you wanted to.
That part of the house is almost completely underground.
We'll get you a window, babe.
I'll look at dirt. I'll look at the earth.
At the wormies.
I'll see worm. I'll have a worm ant farm.
Oh my gosh. What if we did like do that and like, okay, this podcast is
I think
Going
this is
nowhere.
that's a sign that we need to probably end this
sign
podcast.
that's a sign that we're done. Oh my gosh.
Because you're about to create a real life ant farm window.
Isn't that at the zoo? Like you can see like their tunnels and stuff?
Yeah, but they designed it that way.
Well, I know that, but it's really cool.
How would we cut into the house and install that properly?
Well, eventually they would make their tunnels and like we would be able to see them.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. Anyway, that's our lives are. Sometimes I take a nap, you know. It's not very interesting over here. I don't know if this is going to get posted.
No, we're going to post
That'll
the
be
crap
up to
out of this
Alex.
one. I'm going to put this one up next, I think, instead.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, how long have we been talking?
I don't know, 20 minutes?
20 minutes? 20 minutes of nonsense?
We probably need to end it anyway. My batteries and my camera's going to die.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you stuck around, that's great.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah. We just wanted to chat it up. So,
The shorter, the better anyway, because maybe they'll listen to the whole thing.
Please come back. Please come back.
Don't run away from us now,
Don't run
please.
away from us,
There's
please.
still hope for this podcast.
I will say if you have like recipes that you love, please send them to me. Post them in the comments. I'm super addicted to Half Baked Harvest right now. I have like done like not all of her recipes because she has like a ton, but like I specifically love cooking her recipes. They're so easy to follow. They're delicious. I think there's only been one that like I personally didn't like, but Courtney and Dylan liked it.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
It was all right.
But I didn't care for it. Everything else is like amazing. So if you have like another food blogger that y'all love, please send them my way because I love like playing home chef.
And we have a huge project we've been working on for the last year and a half. You posted it on Instagram at one point and got a name for it.
I got a what?
Our food thing.
Oh.
Because we love food and we're foodies.
Yeah.
We need to start that.
Can I say what it is?
I mean, we kind of told the world when we got the name for it.
I'm just gonna tell them.
Okay.
Maybe this will add value to this podcast.
It'll add value and it'll get you to like actually post what we've already made.
It'll hold me accountable. So I already have the page on TikTok because that's where it's primarily going to live.
Though.
Are we gonna do Instagram?
Might as well.
Oh, that's adding a lot to my plate.
Just do TikTok.
Because
Because I don't want to have anything to do with it.
adding a lot to my plate.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Just say it. Just say
Why
it.
do you always want the reactions when you make a stupid dad joke, but when I make an actual good one,
That's
you just
all I have to
blow it
offer
off?
around here.
But I make actual good ones and you blew it off. That was
blew off
adding
my
to the
jokes.
plate.
You
Maybe
blew
I
off
can
my
use
jokes.
that as like
Copy for the
the
TikTok. Mm-hmm. Okay, what is it? What are you talking
the
about?
yums.
Yeah, we're starting a food blog.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Restaurants and review like TikTok recipes because we've done a couple that were just the worst.
Oh my God. Okay. One time. Okay. Well, let me back up. I have been on the hunt for the perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe.
She did it once and we don't know where it came from and she's not been able to replicate it.
I nailed a chocolate chip cookie one time in my life. And let me preface this by saying I am actually a pretty good cook.
Not a baker.
I am not a baker. I cannot bake for my life. I can bake one thing consistently well, and it is chocolate chip banana muffins. I've nailed that recipe, but I am on the hunt for the perfect chocolate chip cookie. And I know that there's so many different elements that go into these. Like, are they chilled overnight? Do you use softened butter or melted butter, brown sugar, white sugar, a combination? Like, there's so many out there. And so I've been trying different ones. And guys, I found one on TikTok that looked absolutely perfect. It was like crunchy on the outside, soft and fluffy in the middle.
Or so they showed.
And when it comes to baking, you have to follow the steps like perfectly. And I followed this chocolate chip cookie recipe down to the T. I even had Alex make sure to watch me and reread the directions. I'm like, how the hell did this turn out like this?
Yeah, we were like exactly what they said, exactly what was in the blog post, 100%.
And they turned out
they were flat.
Like crepes.
They were like pancake cookies.
Oh my gosh, not even that. They were crepes. You could see through them.
They tasted good.
But we had to scrape them up
and
put them in a ball basically.
If I let them go stale, it'll make a good cereal. Essentially is what it comes out to.
I was like, how in the hell did this happen?
So basically, part of this whole thing is we're going to take those recipes, and I kind of want to find that one and make it and
I don't
show
know
the
if
world
I could
that
screw it
this
up
recipe,
that bad twice.
You didn't screw it up. You literally did the recipe
Yeah, I don't
exactly
know.
like it called for.
I think most people would say it's user error. But
not if we did the exact right thing.
I know. I don't know. There's something weird about it. I'm like, did I use the wrong amount of oil? Like, that's the only thing that I don't know. But it was perfect. Like, I followed it perfectly. So anyway, all of that to say, we have the yums. I don't even have a profile picture on the TikTok right now.
No.
But the page does exist, and we're going to like post, just like reviews of food. People who are traveling to St. Louis want to find a good spot to eat.
Not even to St. Louis. Like the first several we have are out of town.
Yeah. But specifically, obviously, we'll do a lot of St. Louis places because we live here. And then I want to do like recipes that I find online and reviews of that. I just think it would be fun.
It is. It will be.
Yeah.
Sorry about if you're watching this episode, and you'll have already watched the last one. We have lights on for for this, but the natural light in here is just awful today.
Yeah, it is.
It is
really
just
bad.
going in and out, and it's horrible. So I'm not going to color correct every single moment. So
Sorry.
sorry.
Sorry about you.
Just listen to this one.
Yeah. So anyway.
After you've already gotten to the end of the podcast.
Yeah. Right. I don't even know how we got on that, but yeah, that's
We
pretty
like
much.
food, and we're going to start a new project.
yeah,
We're starting
yeah.
another thing.
Yeah. We're starting another thing like every other week, I feel like.
It's okay.
That's okay. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's us.
That's us. Catch you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You can close this one.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll close it. Okay, bye. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, Alex.
I don't know.
I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, I hope we didn't bore you to death.
Yeah.
Kind of give you a little insight into who we are. Ask us some questions and comments, I guess.
Yeah. Alex did have a good idea. He wanted to do a Q&A, right?
Like a legit Q&A.
Yeah.
Just literally ask us whatever.
So maybe if you guys don't already follow us on Instagram, I'll put like a question box up maybe sometime this like coming week.
We're not sure when we'll film this one, but we'll go through the questions.
Yeah. Well, you're not watching this in the time that I would be posting the questions, but I will put a question box up and we'll take questions from people.
Because we'll probably do a couple, like we'll do it again, but like shortly before we actually record.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, thanks for hanging out with us and just chit-chatting. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Feeling money, feeling okay. Riding high, feeling alive.